Now we transition to simple columnar epithelium, and we'll watch a short video.
Microscopic appearance of simple columnar epithelium. Simple columnar epithelial tissue consists of a single layer of tall cells that resemble a row of pillars. Each cell is tall and column-shaped and may contain an elongated nucleus. The cells form a single row where the neighboring cells attach to each other. The apical surface of an epithelial cell contacts the lumen, a hollow cavity inside the body. The opposite border of each cell, also known as the basal surface, contacts a basement membrane that separates the epithelium from the underlying connective tissue. Simple columnar epithelium functions in absorption and/or secretion. Simple columnar epithelium sometimes contains specialized columnar cells called goblet cells. Goblet cells secrete mucus into the lumen. Simple columnar epithelium lines a large portion of the gastrointestinal tract. So let's take a look at some examples. This is simple columnar epithelium lining the stomach. This is the lining of the small intestine. This is the lining of the large intestine. Notice how the goblet cells stain red in this preparation. In some areas, such as small bronchioles, simple columnar epithelia contain cilia projecting into the lumen. Cilia are tiny cellular extensions that move a substance, such as mucus, in one direction. Cilia are also found lining the uterine tubes to help move an egg cell through the uterine tube to the uterus. Let's finish by reviewing the microscopic appearance of simple columnar epithelium. Single layer of tall cells. Found in the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, bronchiole, and uterine tube.
Now that we've seen simple columnar epithelial cells or epithelial tissue, we can view it here on this slide. We can also zoom in and we can really get a appreciation for the tallness of these cells with their nuclei in the center. And when we zoom in further, we can see that with their microvilli on top, because this is small intestine. And these cells, then we have a goblet cell placed in between. Again, our simple columnar epithelium with goblet cells secreting mucus. And now is an interesting type of cell that we'll look at, or tissue that we'll look at, which is pseudostratified columnar epithelium.
Microscopic appearance of pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Pseudostratified columnar epithelium consists of a single layer of cells that have various heights, somewhat like the arrangement of these glasses on the tabletop. The name of this tissue is long, but descriptive. The prefix pseudo means false, and the term stratified means multiple layers. Pseudostratified columnar epithelium appears to contain multiple layers of cells due to the varying cell heights. This causes the nuclei to be out of alignment, further giving the illusion of multiple layers. Pseudostratified columnar epithelial tissue consists of a single layer of cells. The base of each cell contacts the basement membrane, which stabilizes the epithelium and separates it from the underlying connective tissue. Goblet cells can be found in pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Goblet cells produce mucus. This tissue may also have cilia that project into the free surface. The cilia move the mucus produced by the goblet cells across the surface in one direction. Pseudostratified columnar epithelium can be found lining areas devoted to respiration, such as the nasal cavity and bronchi. This example is the trachea at low magnification. Notice the uniform thickness of the epithelium. Also notice the density and uniform height of the cilia, which resemble beard stubble. This is the trachea at high magnification. Let's finish by reviewing the microscopic appearance of pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Single layer of cells with various heights that may contain goblet cells and cilia, found lining much of the respiratory tract, such as the trachea.
Now that we've looked at pseudostratified columnar epithelium, we'll zoom in further and you can see that while every cell type from a distance looks columnar and looks like they're similar in shape, when we zoom in closer, you can see that there is a multitude of different shapes and sizes here, but a single layer nonetheless. You also can see lots of goblet cells, mucus cells, inserted between the different layers of cells here. This is the trachea. Another view of the trachea with cilia on top. And lastly, then we'll get to some stratified epithelium when we come back.